Hello everybody, and welcome back to Genwih's Building Challenge. And I did not mean to fall in the water there. So, real quickly before I really get into the video, I just want to apologize for there not being really any uploads this week, other than hopefully this one if I get it done in time. But, pretty much last week I had one of the worst weeks of my life, probably. It was just very full of stress and just not fun things happening. I need to take some time to kind of recover from that, because it was really rough on me. But, I don't really want to talk about what happened yet. I don't really feel quite, comfortable with talking about it on here yet. But maybe at some point I'll let you guys know exactly, what all happened that week. It was just a very stressful, long, just lots of, just not fun things. But I'm doing much better now. I've had some time to kind of recover and cope with everything, and I'm doing better and ready to jump back into recording. Hopefully. So videos may be a bit weird for the next little bit, depending on how much I get recorded this week. But they should be returning to normal by next week, so hopefully that'll be a thing. But to get on with this video, in the last episode we built a volcanic cavern. That was our very first ever challenge for this, and if you want to see what that looks like, then go check out the first episode. And in this episode I'm going to be trying to do or record more of the building process and just kind of do better with that than what I did in the first episode, but we'll see how that goes. So for now, let us click the button and see what we get. And remember, my sister made all of these prompts. I have no clue what it is, so could be anything. So there's our challenge right there. Fire bending. Huh. Well, clearly we know where she got that from, Avatar: The Last Airbender. But I really don't know how I would do fire bending in Minecraft. Huh. I think I have an idea. Yeah, I think I do have an idea of what I can do. So, what I'm going to have to do now is find a location, and preferably, well, it'll be around here. Like the volcanic cavern's just over there. And I was going to try to keep builds away from this, that way, there were no spoilers for people who hadn't seen the previous episode, but you know what? I think I see some good locations where I could build it, but they'd still be visible from here, so we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm going to go look for a suitable build location, and I'll pick it back up when we get to that. And then we'll jump straight into time lapses and just progress clips and all of that. So I will see you guys in just a minute. Okay, so I think I have found a good building location. It's just in this field over here right next to the main area. It's kind of near a flower forest and stuff, so I don't really know how that would go for a background for firebending, but I'm not going to build like a huge landscape for it or anything. I'm just going to build a thing. And I think I know exactly what I'm going to do. It might turn out quite funny. So yeah. But I guess we'll jump into the building process of firebending, and we'll see what happens. So, yeah. I'm not going to show you guys a block palette yet because it might give away what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, I'm just going to jump straight into the build, and you guys will see progress updates as I go, and then I'll give an actual tour of it when it's finished. So yeah, I will see you guys at the end of the video when the build is done. Okay, everybody, hopefully you enjoyed that little progress montage. It's been a couple days now since I finished the build, and real quick before I actually turn around and show it, um, I'm not like the most proud of it. I don't think it's on the same build quality as the volcanic cavern was, but I couldn't really think of, fully what to do for firebending, and because that, just as a little bit of a reminder, that was the topic, and actually I'm going to do something that I forgot to do when actually building it. So I need a item frame. Nope, not an inn. There we go. So now I can put this by the thing. But there were some other ideas that I had to add to the build and everything, and when I tried to execute them, I just could not do it. I don't know why. It just never looked right to me. So pretty much what we have is the best I feel like that I could do without ruining the build. So here we go. I decided to build, my character firebending. And I like how the fire turned out. One of the things I wanted to add was like smoke coming up off of it, like use black and dark gray stained glass to kind of add like a smoke effect to it, but I just couldn't get it to look right. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with how the fire turned out. It doesn't look the greatest, but I'm very new to the whole doing stuff like this with glass blocks and all that. I kind of got the idea from like Good Times with Scar. If you've seen his Hermitcraft videos, he's done this a lot. Like his volcano in season 6, I'm pretty sure had like a plume of smoke using this effect, and like rocket ships that he has blasting off uses this. So I really like the look of it. So I tried to implement it into this, and I'm still new to it. So I think I did a pretty good job for how inexperienced with placing the glass in the right way as I am. And I also changed up my skin a little bit in the build. I added this little burn mark. And if you guys have never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that won't make sense to you, but those of you that have, you would know that this is pretty much Zuko's scar from the show. And since I'm firebending, I just decided to add that little bit of detail onto there. I think the legs turned out a bit weird looking. It's kind of hard to get like your knee to bend at an angle when building with the Minecraft characters. So I think they just kind of turned out looking a bit odd, but not too bad. I kind of like how I have like the little heel raised up and stuff like that. And I added a little extra detail of like, I tried to make it look like this arm was reaching forward further than this one, so I kind of had like the chest at an angle. But I don't really know if it looks as good as it was in my head. So, yeah. And a little secret Easter egg detail that I put, you might have seen it in the time-lapse for building the head or at some point. Genwih's tiny brain. Lol. I just stuck a little tiny brain in here inside my head. So, I thought that was a funny little detail that nobody's ever going to see again. Oh, no, not you. But yeah, I definitely don't think it's on the same quality as my previous build for the series, but it was kind of a hard task, and I just couldn't really think of what to do, and with everything going on recently, my mind wasn't fully into the build. I feel like I probably should have just delayed this episode for a week, but I mean, it's done now. I'm kind of happy with it. There were some extra details that I wish I could get in there to look good, but sadly I just could not get them to work right. So we'll just put the little thing here, and there we go. There's our second build for the series. And I'll put that up there, and I can get rid of these items. So there we go. That is my second build done. I just heard a car door. I don't know who that is. But yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Well, I'll go over here to wrap it up. And yeah. But I think I did decent for, what I was working with. So yeah, there is the second build done. We have 10 builds left to do this season, and I'm pretty excited to get into it and see what the heck else my sister has for me to do. Because I have no clue. Like, I was not expecting to get fire bending out of there, and it's pretty cool that we got 2 flame-related builds right off the bat. It's kind of like it's the season of the flame, but I actually asked her, and she said that not all of the builds are fire-related, so I guess I can't really say it's the season of the flame. That does kind of look cool from a distance, though, seeing it from all the way back here. I do kind of like that. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you like the build and all that. And I will see you in the next one. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Goodbye.